What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Today's video is brought to you guys by XVIM. We're taking a look at their awesome camera system that will make sure that your home or business is 100% secure. As you guys can see, this thing includes a full-on 1080 and DVR. It also has four 1500 TVL bullet cameras and, of course, four 60 feet long CCTV camera cables. There's also a power supply, a power splitter, and, of course, a 1 terabyte hard disk built into this so you can actually record and loop back what's going on in or outside of your house at all times. And of course, you can always just download the application that they have, which we're going to discuss at the end of this video, and that thing can actually activate and send you based on whether there's like motion detected, or of course it can also, you can simply just view live playback from basically anywhere because this connects directly to your router via Ethernet. And of course, this thing has a USB backup supported as well, so if you want to have everything backed up, you can go and have maybe a flash drive that's like 256 gigabytes or something like that, leave it plugged in, and all of a sudden you're perfectly set to go from there. It also has remote access that only takes a few seconds with the QR code scanner, and basically this allows you to connect to your smartphone or tablet via QR code, and this is a really easy way to get remote access to the system itself. Now, taking a look at the camera system itself and the cameras themselves, there are 3.6mm lenses that are wide angle, and of course they have a view of 70 degrees. They're also IP66 rated outdoor and indoors. Of course, you know, you can hang these outside, and if it rains or something of those sorts, you're perfectly set to go. Now, if you take a look at these, they also have IR LEDs. That's all the cool looking things that are surrounding the lens itself. And this actually allows you to have 85 feet of a night vision. And I'm going to give you guys a light test here where I'm simply going to walk in and out of the room in a second. And of course, that's a really awesome thing because you're able to see in pitch black almost. And you can hang these outside in your backyard or something. And there's two things that go together here. You see, A, there's the motion detection, and B, there's the IR sensor. So once it senses something, you can actually just go into your live view on the app and see who's strolling around in your backyard or front yard or trying to enter your garage at 3 a.m. at night. And from there on out, of course, you can play back or, of course, loop things or record whoever is doing something. But here's the thing. Let's say someone actually went to your backyard like a month ago and stole something and you didn't realize it, and you're going through the footage and you're looking for footage from a month ago. Well, since this has a 1 terabyte hard drive pre-installed, that's right, you don't actually have to install it. It comes with a 1 terabyte hard drive. This CCTV security system allows you to jump back a month, and all of a sudden you get that continuous recording. The DVR automatically has overwrite protection, and of course it will just simply check the previous footage. You simply go onto the calendar, and just like that you can find whoever's been messing with whatever is in your backyard at that moment. Then, of course, here's the really interesting thing. Let's say you have to file a report because someone stole something. Well, you can simply plug in a flash drive into this or an external hard drive, and you can transfer all your data directly onto there in less than a minute. How cool is that? And of course, they also have email alerts, and there's also file FTP support and a bunch of other interesting features that, you know, if you run a business or something and multiple people are on this, checking this at a constant time, or you have a professional making sure that the cameras are working, this is probably a really good system. My only downside to this full-on system would probably be that the cameras are only kind of 720, you know, like the DVR system actually supports 1080p. It's not to say it doesn't. It supports 1080p. It's got the SATA 3.5 internal drive, and you can actually upgrade that to 4 terabytes. So it has so much potential. You could even probably have like the DVR system with a 4 terabyte support. You know, you could probably have 4K cameras or something of those sorts, but it wouldn't support it. But the cameras themselves are only around 720p, which is kind of sad, but it's not to say you can't go and upgrade that on your own. Now, there is an advantage to 720p. Here's the thing. Because things don't take up as much storage, you know, you might be able to get yourself like 6 months to a year's worth of footage recorded and just kept on that 1 terabyte hard drive instead of having to upgrade, or of course footage being rewritten, or maybe your drive fills up or something of those sorts. You don't really need to deal with that, which is something that becomes an issue when you have like a 4K camera like other systems I've reviewed in the past. But with that said, you will suffer from zoom, so you know, if someone is in your backyard, hypothetically, back to this guy who's apparently in our backyard, and you want to zoom in on his face and get a really clear image, that's where things might be a little bit frustrating. But you know what? That's the only hiccup. Everything else is perfectly great about the system. Speaking of which, setup itself is super convenient. All the plugs lock in, so you know they're not going to get accidentally plugged out, or of course, the back is super well made. Everything has metal housing. Everything seems to be built to last and have of utmost quality. quality, especially with a security system that might be hanging there for years upon years upon years. You really want to make sure that the quality is there. But my favorite feature about this particular system is all the different alarm functionalities that it comes with. It has video blind detection, which basically means that if the video goes out, it will actually send an email or something of that sort to you, or you can even set it up so the PTZ system itself will actually spin the camera around or something of those sorts if the video goes out. Then of course there is the video loss as well, and of course there's motion detection. So if it detects motion, you can set up the PTZ system to look down a little bit more, look to the right, and maybe follow a little bit more, something of those sorts, and it's really, really cool. Now that branches onto my last favorite thing about this, the system that basically allows you to move the cameras. It's really, really functional. You can simply jump in, and it has this cool little scroll wheel and all these arrows, and you simply tap on an arrow and the camera moves right on the spot, which is really, really awesome. All in all, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and check them out in the link below. This is going to be me logging off.